Hi there. Welcome to our video tutorial on how to create a volunteer department in your Lambslist account. Once you've logged in, you'll need to mouse over Maintenance and then go down under Volunteers and select Departments. Once on the Volunteer Department screen, you'll either need to click on the Add Volunteer Department, or you can click also on the Create Your First Volunteer Department Now. Selecting either of those two is going to bring you to the volunteer department screen. The first step will be to provide the new volunteer department with a name. And then also a notification email. The notification email will be for when you are scheduling volunteers, that if they decline an assignment, this email would be notified via email that that person has declined that date. And then finally, the third portion here is going to be dependent upon the type of department you're creating. You'll need to determine whether it's going to be a room-specific or a service-specific department. Room-specific departments are going to be typically children's ministry, where you're going to be assigning the volunteer to a room, or a service-specific department is going to be something like greeters or ushers, where you're just assigning them to the service, not to a specific room. So we'll go ahead and mark this since it is a kids ministry. The next portion is going to be under description. You can add information on the description if you want to. You do not need to. But then also you can schedule reminders to remind the workers prior to the date that they're going to be serving. So you can go ahead and mark the box next to that option and then just determine the number of days prior to their volunteer service time that you want to send that email out. Once you've completed that, you just go down to the bottom left-hand corner and click on Create Volunteer Department, and that's been now created in your volunteer department screen. Now, as I mentioned, when you do schedule volunteers for service, they are going to receive an email. You can customize that volunteer request by clicking on this button. And then once you're on this screen, you're able to adjust or edit any of the text that's listed, except for the information that's within or inside the brackets. That information is going to be specific to your church name, the service rooms that you've created. So you wouldn't be able to change that information, but you are able to change any of the data that is any of the text that is listed outside of those brackets. This concludes our video tutorial on how to create a volunteer department in your Lambslist account.